Welcome back to the channel. Some of you may have seen my X post earlier today where I said, in short, we see Congress really wanting crypto. We see entities like BlackRock and other huge investment banks wanting to get deep into crypto. We see that fiat currencies more and more at risk with values going to all-time lows, inflation going to highs, and we see the US dollar on the precipice of potentially being dethroned as a global reserve currency and being replaced with, yep, you guessed it, a crypto solution. So, in my humble opinion, if you are not bullish on crypto yet, well, you may just be too stupid to make money in this space after all. But please do not be offended if you're watching this video. That, of course, isn't you. And as such, let's talk about another of our projects that forms a part of our Patreon portfolio challenges, and that is Hedera or Hbar. We will, as usual, cut through the noise, the bullshit, and see why it is a solid option, again, in my opinion. First, if you're not familiar, let's start with the basics. What is Hedera or Hbar? It's a distributed ledger technology that's designed to be fast, secure, and efficient, just like it says on the website. It uses a unique consensus algorithm called Hashgraph that differs from traditional blockchain technologies and basically, like every other seemingly new blockchain tech, makes it faster and more scalable than many others that came before. So, aside from that, let's see if there's some other indicators and fundamentals in place that we like to check off our list to make sure that it is a feasible investment option for us when we do our due diligence. So let's talk about speed and scalability as we just touched on it. These are, of course, crucial factors in any crypto investment. And Hbar offers a transaction speed of just over 10,000 TPS or transactions per second. In short, it's fast as hell, making it one of the fastest in the market. And as we've just mentioned, this is a significant advantage over all the technologies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which, as we've discussed, tend to struggle with scalability issues. Now, Hbar employs advanced security measures to protect against various threats, including DDoS attacks and unauthorized access. Its unique consensus mechanism provides stability and guarantees transaction finality. Blah, 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 blah. All I'm reading here is we are checking off pretty much some of the other important buzzwords that a lot of the investors that we hope to get involved in this project going forward are also going to want to check off their list. I'm being a little harsh here, and actually, without getting too in the weeds, looking at some of their security features, it actually does look a pretty good option. And this level of security can make it an attractive choice, of course, for more traditional investors looking for a safe haven to keep their value locked in within the crypto space. Now, decentralization and governance are also extremely critical factors nowadays for any crypto project, of course. And Hbar does things a little differently in this regard and does a really good job of maintaining a balance between decentralization and efficiency through a council of trusted organizations. This council ensures that the network operates smoothly and that important decisions are made collectively. This unique approach provides a certain level of stability and prevents the kind of gridlock that we've seen in other blockchain projects. I like that they're taking a very different approach here, and I'm all about creative ways of avoiding centralization structure as we go into this next cycle proper. So that's a very bullish attitude to have, and I think it's really going to intrigue a lot of people who are also very cognizant of this decentralization narrative that's going to play a very strong role in this upcoming bull cycle. Now, to me, and I'm sure to you too, one of the most compelling reasons to consider investing in Hbar is its growing list of real world use cases. Many notable companies and organizations are already using the Hbar token for various applications, including supply chain management, gaming, even healthcare. These partnerships and real world applications provide a really strong foundation for the token's long term value, adding those layers of trust and gravitas needed to be seen as a go to investment option in the space, especially as the space grows tremendously. Not to mention, you may have seen this in the news, it was very recent articles that have come out saying that the US Federal Reserve's instant payment platform, FedNow, just added Drop, which is the Hbar based payments platform that allows for merchants to accept small value purchases digitally, but without all those hefty fees that are usually attached. So it essentially allows consumers to make those small transactions in a very feasible way that isn't going to cost them an arm and a leg. Drop only currently allows Hbar, the US dollar, and USDC. Now, this is big, and showcases a major use case that will no doubt evoke more trust and gravitas for the token as we start getting into that bull market proper again. And it looks to be a technology and a use case that's also extremely scalable. Now, as an added value proposition, let's talk about the environment. Environmental concerns have become increasingly important in the crypto space, especially within those political circles. Unlike some other cryptocurrencies that require massive amounts of energy for mining, HBAR is more environmentally friendly. So its consensus algorithm significantly requires less energy, making it, again, an attractive option for eco conscious investors or really anyone with half a conscience looking for another key buzzword to get behind. So, in conclusion, Hedera, HBAR, offers a unique combination of speed, security, scalability, and real world use cases that make it a great crypto investment from a lot of angles. And if you've watched my videos previously, you know that one of the other key metrics that we look for or key performance indicators is the community. And looking at the HBAR community, it is pretty robust, especially for a newer project and something that is certainly going to play a role and a catalyst in really generating that snowball effect as more interest and more capital come into the crypto space as we start entering again that bull market proper. So, in my opinion, the fundamentals are solid, and the fact that it's becoming more of a blue chip project, but with more upside than other well known blue chips, makes this stand out to me as a very viable addition to our portfolio. Now, I'm not in this for a 2x or a 5x. And so I think HBAR is going to show significantly more than that while having a budding pedigree and network that's getting more and more entrenched in various industries and sectors. It's going nowhere anytime soon. So, with that being said, what are we predicting here? The juicy part. Well, it's currently at around 5 cents. I'm hearing price predictions of around $1 conservatively, which puts it at almost double its previous all time high and would mean a market cap of around $33 billion. So, is this doable? I think absolutely. We've seen meme coins with no utility like Doge reach double this. And so I don't think it's unrealistic to expect this play out during this next cycle, albeit, of course, with very different price performance drivers, which will likely mean a slower yet steadier climb up as that bull market progresses. A token with great utility and a host of high profile partnerships in play that only seem to be growing. Yeah, I think we can even look to reach $2 or maybe higher during this next cycle. Although it is important to note that I will certainly be taking profits as we start to reach around 75 cents and then wherever it ends up. At least right now, as I see things. As we've mentioned before, things can change a great deal, which is why it's important to stay relevant with your info. Look for those buy and sell signals in the moment so you're not just playing off a preconceived plan without all the variables that come into play and inevitably change. You are playing the hand you're dealt at any given time. So, to summarize, in terms of a relatively safe bet within crypto, I think HBAR is in a sweet spot where that risk to reward ratio is extremely juicy. A 10x, a 20x seem extremely doable, if not very likely to me. And the fact that it seems to be setting a course to be an integral part of crypto going forward, potentially even being in a favorable position also when the inevitable CBDC initiatives get into full swing, gives me a lot of confidence in longer term growth potential also. Key as always is setting positions while the market is down. DCA in now. Keep building positions. Now, don't forget, please do like and subscribe. And again, feel free to drop comments into the comments section with your own price predictions. I'm genuinely interested in what all of you guys like about the project, what some of your predictions are, and maybe even some of the other tokens that you're looking at. Of course, the Patreon link, as always, is in the description. We've just kicked off our two portfolios challenges that we have in place. So more than happy for you to join that if you do want to get a bit of, a bit of a challenge in your own right, where we look to kind of make as much money as we possibly can, starting with relatively modest amounts. I'm treating, as I'm sure many of you are, this next cycle as a real money-making opportunity. And so a lot of our focus is strictly on that. It's on making big returns to set ourselves up for financial success so we can end up putting that money to work in many different areas, many different industries, many different sectors that we otherwise wouldn't have the capacity to do so. And right now I'm rambling, so I'm going to catch you on the next one.